Mornings.
From the Rooney Moon Broadcasting Local News Center, I'm Kelsey Laurenz with your news as it happens. The man accused of stabbing a woman to death last month in Bovina entered a plea of not guilty on Tuesday in Palmer County Court. Michael Orozco, 41, waived his arraignment appearance and pled not guilty to a charge of murder, for which he was indicted August 27th. Orozco is accused in the August 5th slaying of Erica Sanchez, who was found dead that morning in her residence. Court records show that Sanchez had a protective order issued on July 9th in Muleshoe, Texas, against Orozco. Orozco remained in the Palmer County Jail in lieu of a $500,000 cash or surety bond. New Mexico State Police stated that an investigation on a car accident that happened Friday night is still ongoing, but have confirmed the death of Tammy Lynn Ford of Clovis. At about 7 p.m., an employee at Farley's restaurant in Ruidoso called 911 after a vehicle crashed through the front windows of the building. Emergency responders, the Ruidoso Police Department, the Lincoln County Sheriff's Department, and New Mexico State Police arrived on scene where the vehicle had stopped in the dining area of Farley's restaurant. The initial investigation indicated a 2002 Honda driven by a 70-year-old female was attempting to leave the parking lot. For reasons still under investigation, the Honda accelerated and drove forward into the restaurant where it struck 3 patrons. Tammy Lynn Ford, 58, of Clovis sustained fatal injuries and she was pronounced dead on scene by the Office of the Medical Investigator. A 50-year-old man sustained injuries believed to be life-threatening, and he was airlifted to a hospital. A third person struck by the Honda was a 75-year-old female sustaining injuries believed to be non-threatening, but was transported to a local hospital. The driver of the Honda was uninjured in the crash. Officials stated alcohol was not a factor in the crash, and seatbelts appeared to have not been properly used. The identity of the driver of the Honda was not released. This weekend, Clovis was the host to the New Mexico Special Olympics equestrian event. One of the Olympians walked away from her hotel and a full search was launched. Vanessa Brunson was located safely in Lubbock, Texas. Eastern New Mexico University experienced a decline of student enrollment for the fall of 2019 after numbers were released this weekend. ENMU in Portales has a 2019 fall enrollment of 5,694. The total 2018 fall enrollment was 6,015 and equaled out to a decrease of 321 students. Undergraduate numbers fell by 233 and graduate enrollment fell by 88 from last fall, following a record number of graduate students earning diplomas in the spring. Overall dual enrollment fell by 142 students this fall. First-time full-time freshmen remained flat with 558 in both fall of 2018 and fall of 2019. Retention of first-time freshmen also improved from 62.4% in fall 2018 to 63.1% this fall. The city of Clovis is suing the former operator of the Colonial Park Golf Course, claiming officials were never informed of any outstanding debt on equipment purchased earlier in May. The Eastern New Mexico News reported that the city is suing Charlie Maciel of Real Golf for costs in excess of $177,000 covering debts and attorney fees. According to a civil court filing on Wednesday, the city alleges that the city was transitioning golf course operations from Real Golf to Touchstone and entered an agreement to purchase 15 pieces of landscaping equipment and other items necessary for operation of the course. The landscaping equipment was valued at $190,000 and other items are around $40,000. The city issued a check from Bank of Clovis for approximately $230,000 on May 1st, and the check was deposited into Maciel's account at JP Stone Community Bank the next day. A bill of sale signed by Maciel explicitly stated the company had the right to sell those items. In June, the city was contacted by TFC Equipment Finance Incorporated, which said Maciel had financed or leased the equipment but stopped making payments after Real Golf ceased operation at the course. Further investigation into Maciel owed other companies in the same fashion. $50,000 to the Bank of Clovis, $23,000 to DLL Finance, and $14,000 from John Deere. Listed as defendants in the case are Maciel, Real Golf, Bank of Clovis, TFC, DLL, and John Deere. The city does not assert any wrongdoing on the part of the financial institutions, but listed them as defendants given their financial interest in the equipment. Some of the institutions have expressed a desire to repossess the equipment, which the city considers necessary to operate the course. The public is invited to attend a regularly scheduled meeting of the Portales City Council, which will be held starting at 6:30 tomorrow at the Memorial Building Council Chambers. Among some of the agenda items, Stephen C. Kane, Battalion Chief of the Portales Fire Department, will be recognized for his 20 years of service. For more news as it happens, click yournewsnewmexico.com.